Chapter 7, Section 4. So now we're dealing with division properties of exponents. Before we were dealing with multiplication and when a power is raised to a power, and now we're getting into division. So let's get started. What we're talking about is, again, if the bases are the same, and if we have something that looks like this. So if we wrote it out, we would just have 4 times 4, 5 times. Okay, so 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 divided by 4 times 4 times 4, which is 4 to the third. Now, if you remember, when you're dividing things, if they're the same, you can just cross them out. So if we cross out this 4 and this 4, that's 1. This one and this one, that's 2. This one and this one, that's 3. And then what's left is just 2 4s multiplied by each other, which is 4 squared. And on the bottom, this just turns into 1, right? So it's 4 squared over 1. And that gives us our rule. So to divide powers with the same base, you just subtract the exponents. So remember, when we're multiplying, we add. When we have a power to a power, we multiply. And when we have division, we just subtract. And so get this in your notes. And these are a couple examples that you should have down. Again, we're just taking 6 minus 2 to get 4, 4 minus 7 to get negative 3. And then don't forget, you can't have a negative exponent. And then if you're subtracting fractions. Okay. All right, so let's try these two. So this is x to the 5 halves over x squared. So we got x to the 5 halves minus 2 is basically what we're looking at. So we have to turn this, how many halves is 2? 2 is 4 halves, so 5 halves minus 4 halves would leave us with, it's going to do this for me again, x to the 1/2 power. What do we have if we have, okay, m's and n's, so we have different bases? We stick the same rule, but only the m's go together. So what's m squared divided by m to the 5th? It's m to the 2 minus 5, so we get m to the negative 3rd. And n to the 4 minus 3 is going to give us n to the 1st. We can't have a negative exponent, so that will turn into n to the 1st, I don't have to write the 1st, over m to the 3rd. Go ahead, we're going to try A, C, and D. So go ahead and try those. Okay, so A, we're looking at y to the 3/4 minus 1/2. 3/4 minus 1/2 is just 1/4. So what we are left with is y to the 1/4. Okay. C, the k's go together. So k to the 6th minus k to the 1. So that's k to the 5th. And j squared minus j to the 5th is j to the negative 3rd, but the negative 3 will make it go on the bottom. So we're looking at j to the 3rd on the bottom. And then D, negative 3 minus 5 is negative 8. So since it's negative 8, I already know A is going to go on the bottom. And 7 minus 2 is 5, so that's B on top, B to the 5th over A to the 8th. Okay.